Welcome back to another YouTube, guys. This week we're doing things just a little bit different, but I just felt that the content that I had recorded over the week wasn't as much value as it could have been. And with me being as consistent as I am now, more than I have been really, I just wanted to be able to deliver as much value as I can to you guys, whether it's, educational, impactful, entertainment wise. Like, I want to make sure you guys are leaving these videos with something that makes you feel good, makes you feel like you learn, makes you something like you're motivated to go take action on something. And with reflecting over the content, there's some good things in there, and I feel like those are more reasonable for Instagram type content versus putting in a long form video for yourselves here. And I feel like it's probably easier for me to just speak from the heart and kind of just give you what's on top of my brain, kind of some of the lessons or things that I've talked about throughout the week, and just kind of wrap it up into one little talking head video, make it real simple. So again, we'll get back to regular content as the week goes on here. I'm feeling really good. Feeling really good. Did another scan this week, and body fat's going down, muscle mass is going up, like almost a full pound in a week. So what we're doing is working. We're just staying consistent, not changing up the game plan, just moving in the right direction, and it makes you really happy. For those that have been following along on the journey here, the big goal at the end of the year is to step on stage. Sign up for my first bodybuilding show, step on stage for the first time, and really just put it all out there, man. It's nerve-wracking a little bit, kind of thinking about it, and I got basically a whole year to this. But like I've spoken on the past, like, we have so much time and so little time all at the same time that it's a matter of being intentional with your moments, being intentional with your meals, your workouts, your conversations, your work, content, whatever it is that you're doing. Is just like, you have to be present with it, and you have to be intentional with it, because it's so easy to forget that, yes, it feels like you have time, but we all get caught in those moments like, damn, that happened so fast. I wish I had more time. We fall into those moments so often, and it's really crucial for us to take advantage of our time and not just let it waste, right? And I'm not saying that you have to be work mode 24/7. You have to be doing things 24/7. If you're that type of person, cool, I ain't gonna stop you. I'm a little bit of that person where I kind of always have to have something going on, but we take breaks. That's the reality of it too. We have to enjoy life, be present in other areas too, or just take that small moment to chill. Nothing wrong with that. But thinking about stepping on stage for the first time, it's that good scary, it's that unknown, and it's that type of shit that you really need to be able to throw yourself into. Not saying it has to be specifically a bodybuilding show, but what is that thing that you've thought of over years, maybe even months, or maybe even just starting off the new year, that you told yourself you want to go do, but you haven't quite taken that step yet because it feels scary. Just so you know, when it feels scary, that's when you jump in, right? When the water is cold, you gotta jump, because there's so many people that have the exact same aspirations, the same dreams, the same goals, and they sit back their whole lives because they're too scared. That ability for you to get over the fear, that false evidence, that's where the winning starts to happen. It starts. You can get the ball rolling. You could lose consistency. You can get back on track and lose sight of your why. You can keep going when the moments are tough, but not be intentional, right? There's a lot of little pieces behind that just because you got started doesn't mean you're gonna win. You have to show up daily. You have to build that consistent track record for yourself to show up day in and day out, no matter what the reasoning might be, how you feel, what the outside world has going on. You gotta show up. And that's where, for me, feeling scared, it gets me excited. It gets more exciting by the day. I shared this on my story the other day on Instagram that, for the first time in quite some time, dude, like, I am so confident in myself. I am not in an egotistical way, but like, I'm so confident in myself in what I'm doing in my work that I know it's gonna pay off, that I know something great is gonna happen on the other side of that. And you gotta go all in on that too. It's like, just because you feel good one day, you don't just leave it at that. You continue to stack those wins. Kind of like what I said, like, I put on a whole pound of muscle in 1 week. right? And my brain starts to think, well, dude, fuck, do that for a full year. That's over 50 pounds of muscle. Okay, we'll pump the brakes. We'll pump the brakes just a little bit. Okay, it's not that easy. I didn't get that pound just in 1 week. Like, there was probably a month or two behind that allowed that to finally happen. So my point being is, I'm excited. I know what I have to keep doing. Just because I know it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. Okay, and that's for me where I get even more excited, because I'm in full control. I'm in full control. There's no one else that can stop me. There's no one else that is guiding me. I have Donovan who's helping out with macros. I have Donovan who's helping out with workouts. I have like my support system with my girlfriend. I have my friends and family, and they're helping me stay I don't want to say afloat as like I'm drowning, but they're just keeping me guided. They're making sure that I'm not slacking on my own goals too. So again, that's where the exciting part happens. Like, cool, I have people that are backing me up. I have a consistent work ethic that's backing me up too. And now I'm adding in this mindset. To me, that's game over. That's a recipe for success. So we keep cooking, we keep showing up, we keep putting in that work, and come December, if I keep all this, I know it's not gonna be perfect. I know there's gonna be those days that come that just fucking kick me in the teeth. And that's okay. I'm prepared, I'm ready. I've been kicked enough in the teeth to understand what that feels like and how to keep getting up, how to stand up and show up the best that I possibly can. And I hope you guys do too. And if you haven't been knocked down yet, it's coming. Just saying. I don't want it for you, but I kind of do at the same time, because when you get knocked down, you learn how to get back up. But you got to want to learn how to get back up. You can't just expect life to give you that helping hand, get you back up on your feet, dust you off, and send you on your way. You got to do that for yourself. So ultimately, the keys to my success right now, I have them, I've collected them, and I've been able to collect these key components to push me in the right direction. And we're going to keep the foot on the gas and just keep going and keep going and keep going. And that's where I feel confident that like when I do step on that stage, like I'm going to feel really good about what I bring. I know at the end of the day, I put everything into it. I ate my meals, I did the work in the gym, I got my mind right, and now it's just go time. Just how it goes. So I'm really excited. I keep saying that, but I truly, genuinely am very excited. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've been here. It's truly been a minute. And that's where I get even more excited. It's like, well, cool, dude, if I'm able to carry over this momentum, this excitement, this confidence to eventually getting back onto the platform for powerlifting, what can I do? What am I capable of doing over there now with this new mindset? So, ultimately, like I said as well, and like I said earlier, I just felt that the content this past week, it wasn't serving as much as it could. But one just key takeaway I wanted to throw in there from something that did happen this week was I was an hour late to a workout. It just happened. One moment it's 4 a.m., the next moment it's 5 a.m., and we're running out of bed. So, it was just one of those moments where it's like I could easily just sleep in, take the L, just make an active recovery day, switch days around, and keep moving. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as I got that day in, whether it was, that Wednesday, or I pushed it off to that, a Thursday, I kind of just do a little swapperooski, no problem. The work still gets done. But I kept the systems as the systems, okay? I showed up an hour late, but I still did the best and the most amount of work that I could in the time that I had remaining before workout started. I got the whole workout done. I was still able to get steps. And the reminder to you guys on this is that just because maybe we're short on time does not mean you cut the effort. Does not mean that you cut short in other areas, okay? What I'm saying is, there's a lot of us that'll wake up potentially late. Maybe we get out of work late. Maybe someone with kids, something pops up, a last minute appointment. Maybe one of them is a little bit stubborn and we can't get into the gym. Okay, we might not have the full hour and a half that we're looking for in that gym. Where do we maybe get 30 minutes worth of steps at home? How do we adjust? How do we make sure that we're still moving forward? Because you've built momentum. Don't lose that momentum. I cannot tell you guys how important that momentum is. And once you start to let it slip, we're back at ground zero. and you got to continue to build up, right? It's that roller coaster. We're trying to ride this baby all the way to the moon for as long as we possibly can. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be eventually that crash, but how soon you can catch yourself on that decline is super important. So don't let those moments where, you know, you're kind of triggered by the time that you have or don't have. Just make the best of it. Recuperate, make a new game plan. Just don't let it shoot the moment. Okay, do not let it just take over and say, ha, I beat you, I win. Find a way around it. Okay, the obstacle is the way. It's an incredible book. I'll have to throw the author, I forget his name. Not really thinking that well today. But incredible book. Teaches you how to, again, try to take these obstacles, these things that look like there ain't no way you're gonna make your way around it. But now how do we make it into an opportunity? How do we get better? How do we continue to get closer to these goals? So I just thought that was really important because shit happens, and we let it defeat us. You know, whether it's something that is caused by us, it's something by the outside world, you know, something just, you know, I mean, shit, I even had a day like this on Friday where it was just like, I'm forgetting stuff. I forgot this, I forgot that. I dropped my freaking mic under the car. Like, it was just one thing after another, and you're like, woe is me, and you started to cry. And I'm just kidding, we don't cry. In the moments, in the necessary moments we do. But I digress. We don't let the emotions get the best of us. We take advantage of the moments that we know that this sucks. I'm learning. I'm zen. I'm chill. I think that's one of the best superpowers that a person can have is when you are under pressure, when shit is hitting the fan, when you are feeling angry, when you are feeling upset. How do you control that emotion and just keep it cool? Just keep calm. Just keep moving forward. In those moments, dude, when you can like understand that this is just the day you're gonna have, let's move with the best motion that we possibly can. It actually ends up becoming one of the better days for you. It also sets you up for future success as well. Because then again, when the shit hits the fan, you're prepared. You know exactly what to do. You're not freaking out. You're chill, you're calm, you're collective. And I think, again, the reason why they say that's a superpower is because with social media and the news and everything that we see every single day, there's just always something going on. It triggers it triggers anger, it triggers sadness, it triggers, you know, being upset at something that is out of your control. And you take that control back by being calm. You assess what's going on. Can I do something to fix this? Can I not? Right? Those are two paths right away that you can take. If you can fix this, cool. Let's take this side. Okay, what can I do right now to fix this? Is it something that I can take action now, or do I need time? A couple other paths for you to take, right? And thinking through those moments gets you to a solution so much quicker. When you also realize that maybe you can't, like, this is completely out of your control, okay, we're going to trust someone's going to do something about it. Okay, when it's just purely out of your control, there's literally not a dang thing that you could touch on this. Let it be. If you're a prayer, pray for the best. If you're a hoper, hope for the best. But move yourself forward from the situation. Keep doing you. Okay. So, I don't know. There was a lot of confidence in my week, but there was moments that were, in a way, trying to hold me back. You know, I think this is the cool thing about life, and some of you might disagree, is that when you're on top of your shit, when you are kicking ass, when you are moving the needle forward, life is going to test you. Life is really going to see what you're made of. You know, life, it always just has a funny way of showing up. I'm like, all right, bro, you feeling good? Watch this. Now watch this. Oh, you didn't think this was going to happen? Well, here you go. Surprise. And it constantly will test you in these small moments, some small, some big, some in between. And either way, those are growing moments for you to kind of laugh it off and be like, no, we keep moving. We keep moving. And again, it's kind of like in that fear zone where people get too scared to take action or, you know, recognize what this moment really is, and they just let it defeat them. They let fear defeat them. They let the unknown defeat them. They let frustration defeat them. And then the day, it's just you and your mind. It's just you being cool. It's you being calm and collective. It's you understanding what you can do in these moments and just moving appropriately. Don't freak out. We gotta be calm. I like to consider myself a very calm person when shit hits the fan. Just gotta take time to think. Really process what's going on. Am I perfect? No. But But I think the more that you can hear this, the more you can think about this, the more that you can practice this when shit hits the fan, you start to realize it ain't that hard. You start to realize this is very doable. Like, we can control anything. Not saying like levitation, so don't get too far ahead of yourself. I'm just saying that when you have good moments and bad moments, how do we make these good moments even better? When we have bad moments, how do we make them good to better to great, right? We can take these pieces and learn from each one and can just continue to move it forward. So just want to throw that out there to you guys. I'm looking forward to this week. Just continue to put the best foot forward, continue to grind. Not trying to, brag or anything, or, expect anything from you guys, but my birthday's this week, this Saturday, whatever. If you want to shoot me a message on Instagram or whatever, it don't matter, whatever, dude. But on top of that, something exciting, I have a very cool giveaway coming very, very soon. We're waiting on one more thing to come in. Technically 2 things. I know one of them is coming very soon. The other thing, I don't have shipping on, so we're gonna have to follow with the company. But really cool giveaway. By far my biggest giveaway I've ever done. It's been a long time since I did a giveaway, but this one is, I think, gonna blow a lot of people's minds. I'm very excited for this one. So if you are not yet, please follow me on Instagram. That way when I drop the giveaway, you can get entered in. You have a chance to win some really cool stuff. And really just the best way to kind of put it out there, this is a massive just thank you to you guys. To you guys on YouTube, to you guys on Instagram. For those that made 2025 a really great year for me. I grew a lot. As a person, as a professional, as an athlete, as someone on social media, just really trying to, put the best value I can out to the world. It was just a great year. I've been able to grow a lot, been able to impact a lot of people, and I want to give back to the people that have supported me this past year. And essentially everything that is in this giveaway are things that have helped me along the way of my journey to help me become where I am today. So it's gonna be cool. Best way to put it. It is so cool. I just feel like this is just what needs to be done. I gotta keep moving you guys forward too, because I love y'all and I really do appreciate y'all. I know I say it at the end of every video, but it's just the truth. I really do love you guys. I really do appreciate you guys, because you're the reason why I show up. You're the reason why I keep going. You're the reason why on my hard days I show up, because I know that if I fail, I'm letting you guys down in some capacity. It just, this is my accountability. This is how I keep showing up. So follow me on Instagram. Keep your eyes peeled for that giveaway. It's gonna be coming very, very soon. But guys, please like, comment, subscribe, get in the comments. Let me know one key takeaway that you got from this video, or let me know one thing that you want to see from me in the future videos. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Most importantly, let's stay juicy. Just make it a great fucking week. Let's go.